What's going on, all my gamers, all my reaction gamers? Chat, I don't know if I gotten everything out of the way yet for the V Shoujo controversy. It seems like I have. Please comment if I missed anything. I'll get to it. I swear I will. You know me, I'll get to whatever you guys tell me to. But in the meantime, chat, they are really messing with the EU, and not only with EU, but more of like card companies, right? The whole thing with people trying to censor stuff is really, really bad. And people are like, oh, this is just these kinds of games, and they're really bad anyways. Why do you care if they're being censored, or it's just this kind of adult content? Why do you think it matters that people are censoring it and stopping it? It's because today it's this stuff. Right? They're getting easy dunks with stuff that a lot of other people outside of whatever is consuming that stuff would probably be like, yeah, it's okay to get rid of that. And that's kind of the problem, because this is only the beginning. This is the entry floor level. They're going to get a lot worse. So let's watch this Asmongold video called Everybody Should Know About This.
Hi guys, it's me again, and today we're going to talk about the parasite that is payment processors, primarily Visa and Master.
I always wonder this. Why does Asmon have a different way of recording these videos? I don't understand. He's in front of his computer, in front of his OBS. Why does he change it? I've never had that answered. I don't know why he doesn't he just doesn't open up OBS, which I'm assuming he never closes on his PC, and then just, because like the way that you see these videos now is exactly how my stream looks. The exact same way.
MasterCard, in between their very busy schedule of scamming random financially illiterate people into contracts with credit cards that have 30% interest, they've somehow also managed to fuck up the internet at the same time.
True.
So recently, there's been a group called Collective Shout, which is, I know this might surprise you, a militant group of obnoxious Karens from, I believe, Australia, but let's be honest.
Oh my God, Australia. Chat, you know what? I was gonna say, you know, the only good thing to come out of Australia is Bay, but I don't want to take shots at Australia like that. Shout out to Australia, you know, we love Australia. I wouldn't think I'd ever go there. I'm really bad with bugs, but you know, you know, Australia seems beautiful. It's just dangerous at the same time, bro. I'm good. It's like a PvE zone.
Together to bully and attack Visa and MasterCard.
I hate Karens, bro.
Refusing service with Steam and pressuring Steam to remove certain games off of Steam because these games hurt their feelings. Oh no, it's an incest game. Oh no, it's a fucking not safe for work game.
But chat, it's only better if they're related. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a porn game. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? The thing is that, and this is the big issue that I have, I'm very agitated about this, because I see where this is going.
Yeah.
It begins with the incest games, and it ends with whatever the fuck they want. And so if anybody remembers back in the 2000s...
I don't know what is it with Karens and wanting to mess with things that people like, especially video games and, like, animation and stuff like that. Like, you know, over there on Oni Friends, they got rid of other stuff that you can't draw. I know they got rid of something, I think it was like furries and stuff like that, which is weird. I don't know, one, why they would know about it. Two, why they take it upon themselves to go out there and get rid of it. Do you know why no one's gotten rid of it in this whole time that it's been on the internet? Because no one cares. You didn't just figure it out in your special. Oh, we need you to save us. Bro, we don't. I'm just kind of sad that Steam folded, but, like, it is a payment processor. I kind of get it, right? But, you know, of all the people, I figured Steam would be the one to really put up a fight. But I get it, right? I get it. If anything, I get it. I got it. I'm all about it.
If anybody,
I'm not all about it, but I get it.
Whenever they were talking about how Grand Theft Auto is causing school shootings and these video games are causing this stuff, what's to stop these disgusting fucking annoying Karens from being able to bully these processors into effectively not allowing us to play the video games that we want.
I know, dude. Why don't people just tell them to shut the fuck up with all that, basically?
To consume the content that we want, and fundamentally, at a very, very basic level, limiting our freedom of expression through effectively looking at the chain, finding the weakest link in the chain, and taking as much advantage of it as possible. And I want to say another thing. Collective Shout and every other Karen Incorporated group, every other bullshit advocacy group that's trying to bully these payment processors, they are the symptom and they are not the disease. Because if you get rid of them, there's just going to be another one that replaces them that does the exact same fucking thing.
Right.
The disease is the payment processors and the fact that they can act effectively as a cartel. They have total autonomy to deny service to anybody for any reason if they think that it will affect their brand. Well, wow.
So I've been like keeping up with it a little bit, but not. I've been keeping up with the stuff. I just haven't watched this video specifically, but I know that I saw Japan has been pushing back on this stuff, which I think is really good, right? I hope that a lot more people would push back on it. I don't know why it's only Japan though. Like, why they're just kind of leaving these companies to just do what they want. It's just, bro, it really does seem like no one cares what they do. And obviously they haven't for the longest time, because if they are able to have all these interests and stuff that will ruin people's lives, obviously people don't really care what they do. But man, I feel like the government should step in. I think the companies are getting too far when they're trying to control people's everyday lives, which has not been something that's new. It's probably been something that's been around forever, but hey, they're coming after like gamers and weirdos and stuff, and I don't think that that's going to end well for them.
Why don't we go ahead and think about this in any other utility or any other service? Imagine if you can't get electricity because, oh, well, you use that electricity to go on websites that people disagree with or they don't like. And I have no problem with them denying service to something that is illegal, by the way.
Right. I think that's okay. Right, yeah.
But whenever these people want to create their own moral legality and then use these payment processors as a pseudo-government to enforce it as a pretty much monopoly across the entire internet, that's not a free market, that's a fucking cartel. And I think they need to be regulated. I definitely do. And I think that's the only way that this actually solves itself. Now, obviously, it's great if we had new payment processors come into the space. And I know that a lot of people talk about crypto as a solution.
Dude, imagine being that brand new, what's it called? And I wonder why people don't do this, because this is really right in your face, the free win. Right? All you have to do is just get in there, be a payment processor that allows the stuff that people have been taking away. So like the furry stuff, the not safe for work stuff, and then obviously within reason and within legality. Well, not within reason, but most importantly within legality. Is there some crazy stuff out there? And I'm not saying that I would enjoy it, but I'm just saying as long as it's not hurting nobody, who really cares, right? You're an adult. Do whatever you want. I'm not your dad. Just do whatever you want. So that's why it's like, especially furries, bro. Furries will pay out. Furries, for some reason, are rich. I don't know what it is. They always have a lot of money to throw around for their art.
This, I understand.
Shout out to furries.
I personally think that you need to have more regulations for financial stuff, but that's a different conversation. The one thing that I think we can all agree on is that the current situation is bad.
Right.
And anyway, so the issue that we have right now is that these payment processors are able to effectively limit our freedom of speech, limit our freedom of expression, tell us what we're allowed to see and what we're not allowed to see on the internet by denying service and refusing to do business with these different companies. Now, you might think that this is freedom of association, and to a certain degree you'd be right, but the problem is that it's not a free market. If it was a free market, you would have some companies that would be willing to do it and some companies that would not. But the issue is because Visa and MasterCard control such a large market share of payment processing market, what that causes is it causes people to be forced effectively into using them as a a service. And in the same way that you guys know this, if you live in an area that only has maybe one power service, or you live in an area that only has one internet service, oftentimes that service is either, there are two outcomes, guys. It's either regulated or it's garbage. And
that's kind of something that I always hear about, because I, for some reason, have a lot of Canadian friends. Shout out to Canada. But when I hear, like, I always hear my Canadian friends complaining about their internet. Now, to my Canadians, you guys are gonna have to tell me if that's like a whole Canada thing or it's just where my Canadian friends are from. But it's like, it's always something with the internet in Canada. I don't understand Canada, but you know, shout out to Canada.
Sometimes it's both, but I can guarantee you one thing: it's certainly not good. And the fact is that I understand some people might be against regulation.
Right.
But I've got to tell you, okay, if you're sitting on the internet using your smartphone complaining about regulation, you might as well just be a fish complaining about water. Everything is regulated. Your car is regulated. Yeah. Your phone is regulated. The battery in your phone is regulated. The data your phone receives is regulated. Everything in the world is regulated, but we're somehow supposed to think that, oh, wow, these billion-dollar companies that, by the way, how the fuck does a credit card company make money? Oh, that's right, by scamming stupid people who don't understand math out of money, writing it off as a loss whenever they don't get the money back, and then being able to say that, oh, well, it's okay, we're not going to pay this off as a tax, because guess what? We didn't make any fucking money because we're signing contracts with massive interest rates to people that are financially illiterate. And so anyway, these companies exist as a parasite, okay? They are a parasite. They steal money from people. Yeah. They are awful. And anyway, now we have a situation that they are affecting our freedom of speech on the internet. They are affecting our freedom of expression on the internet wholesale. And it's only going to get worse, because once these disgusting, fat, annoying, fucking, just Karens go and they realize, oh, it works one time, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna just say, oh, well, that's it. Well, I heard The View got canceled today, so after this, they're gonna be fucking bored. So they're gonna keep canceling and trying to bully these companies into doing.
Chat, I don't want, you know what, chat? I don't want these Karens to come after my gacha games, which I don't think they would, because the gacha games are coming from China, and China will find a way. Don't worry about that. But man, chat, you're telling me that Collective Shout and all this stuff, today it's the weird games that they want to disconnect. Tomorrow it'll probably be my goth mommy ASMR calling me a good boy. Chat, we can't let Collective Shout do this stuff, specifically for me, because I want to. Chat, I'm not going to get through my day if I don't have the goth mommy ASMR. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get ahead of this stuff.
Even more things. And there's another not safe for work website. Oh, well, now there's another one. Oh, well, they shouldn't have to support porn. Yeah, they fucking should. The same as your internet provider should. The same as your electricity provider.
I don't know where these people think they have like a moral high ground to tell people what they should and shouldn't do. And I'm really confused as to why they're doing it now. What is it about now that seems like, yeah, today seems like the perfect day to do it? Like, what? I don't get it. Why?
Provider should, the same as your water provider should. Can you imagine if they decide to turn off your fucking water or your electricity because you're going to a porn website that they don't like? It's ridiculous. And so I think that we need to have a degree of accountability here. These companies enjoy a massive privilege in this market. They are effectively totally free to do whatever the fuck they want. And that is going to, unfortunately, negatively affect everybody else. And to be honest with you guys, how many of you know somebody who has credit card debt? It probably already has negatively affected people. And so anyway, my video, what credit card or college debt now, is that I think we need to spread more awareness to this. More people need to know about this.
I'll do my
because
part.
If it doesn't stop here, it's going to keep going into politics. It's going to keep going into different worldviews. It's going to go into religious stuff. It's going to go into every single aspect that you can possibly imagine, because these companies are gun shy and they're afraid of any degree of pushback. So the best thing that you can do,
I think, from what I've heard, Collective Shout has protected their Twitter account? Question mark. Hold on, I have Twitter in a different tab. Let me see. Let's look up Collective Shout. Yep. Yeah, their Twitter. There it is. Collective Shout. Their Twitter is effectively protected. How the hell do they have 10,000 followers? I should have followed them, because then I would know who these people are and what they follow. You know what I'm saying? Tell MasterCard, like, sorry, I'm just looking at stuff from Collective Shout and stuff like that on Twitter. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of people just pushing back on them. I can't figure out a person who would want these people to be doing what they do, except for maybe other Karens, like 40-year-old Karens who want to regulate what the internet's doing, right? Like, everyone on the internet has something that they goon to that these people are just, like, trying to get rid of. And nothing brings people together faster than having their gooning privileges taken, chat. I'm just telling you. They come for your gooning first. That's when the riots happen.
By the way, is if there's ever an instance where people are trying to push for a payment processor to not do something, these companies are afraid of pushback and they're afraid of backlash. That's what they're fundamentally afraid of. So if you want to make it to where they don't do these things and they don't make these changes, you have to be louder than these screeching banshee, harpy, siren Karens. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
You have to do that. And if you don't...
Seriously, who the hell is even listening to these people? They have like 10K followers on Twitter. What the hell?
They're going to be a lot louder than you are, and that's what's happened for the last 10 years. And luckily, now, especially in the past 3 years, the majority of the internet has basically said, hoes mad, too bad, and we've decided to ignore them. However, they have found, as I said, that one weak link, which is the payment processors. And again, they are awful, they're terrible, but they are a symptom and not the disease. We have to look at these payment processors, how much of a monopoly and everything that they control inside of any online transaction, inside of anything that you're doing in terms of money, and are they using that position in some way that is beneficial for everybody? Is this something that subverts people's expression, or is it something that hurts it? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? And so I wanted to make this video, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it, because I feel like nobody else is saying anything. A lot of people might not understand this
issue. I think I saw... was Charlie talking about it? I think Charlie was either talking about this or the MasterCard payment processor stuff. It's about the same thing, right? So the person I've seen is like Charlie, and I'm assuming like the girls have been talking about it as well. By the girls, I mean like why am I referring to them like that's what you call them? When I say the girls, I mean Smugglana, Kitsunero, Rosie, and I'm trying to see who else. Leaflet. Like those are the 4 that I watch, so that's who I call the girls. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's just a rape game or something like that. Here's where they should draw the line. Is it illegal? If it's illegal, then yeah, of course.
I don't know why they're coming after those games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you seen Barnes and Noble? You seen the books? I'm not judging. Chat, I'm not judging. Ladies, I'm not judging. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you like is between, whatever you enjoy in your gooning session, your literary session, in your audio session, that's between you and God. That you and him have to work that out. I am not here to judge you. No one else is here to judge you. No one should judge you. That is your business. That is your private business.
They shouldn't give it service. If it is, then yes, they should absolutely have to. It should be the exact same as an electricity company, as a phone company, as a internet company.
Yeah, I can't wait for the water company to tell me what to do.
The random, debanking and removal of payment processing for certain people for certain ideological means is a massive problem, and it helps no one. And so anyway, except for them, obviously, because it gives them the power to censor things and effectively tell people what they're allowed to see on the internet. And effectively subvert...
I don't know why they would, because it's like they're losing money. That's probably a lot of money that they're losing.
The will of the people by acting as a pseudo-government because they're able to control this very small link in the pipeline. And so anyway, that's why I'm talking to you guys about this. I want everybody to be aware of this. I want people to see it, and I want you to be vigilant, and I can guarantee you, this is the worst thing, I can guarantee you that it's going to get worse. Because I don't think that there is enough awareness about this yet. I don't think that there is enough people talking about this. And I don't think people really understand this issue because there are still people who are afraid to speak out about it because they don't want to be seen as defending incest games. I have no problem defending incest games.
I'm just saying, listen, I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying, maybe I could fix Lele, bro. You know, that's all I'm saying.
I think that's totally fine.
I like the art style. Andy's mom is kind of hot. I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
Fine. You want to play a fucking anime incest game on Steam? Go ahead.
Shout out to Zenless Zone Zero.
It's okay. Nobody's getting hurt because guess what? It's not real.
They hate that shit, by the way. If you want to see something... Oh, no. I got a screenshot, sorry. If you want to see something that people hate, look up Zenless Zone Zero and just look up anything with Weiss and Bell related. Those are the two MCs, their brother and sister. Bro, people hate those jokes, but it's really funny, and Bell is really hot, bro.
Imagine that. A video
like the
game
best MC in Gacha Gaming right now.
And it doesn't actually exist. So why is it that it's being regulated, and why is it that people are being told what they can and can't see, especially through this third party that shouldn't even be making these decisions to begin with?
True.
You want to talk about the brand for Visa or MasterCard? The only time I fucking hear about these companies is whenever they're being called into Congress to explain why they're trying to extort some mother of four out of $250,000 because of compounding interest and debt.
Bro, you ain't getting that money out of me.
They're disgusting. You
ain't not getting that money out of me, big bro.
People realize it, and we can actually push and have a degree of regulation.
I'm not getting that money, bro. You're not getting that shit back.
Because they exist effectively. Again, guys, this is not a free market. Please do not say it's a free market. It is absolutely not a free market. The first thing that people who have control of a free market do, or have a majority share of a free market do, is they make sure that it's not free. And that's exactly what they've been doing, and that's exactly the problem.
That makes sense.
It's the fact that there are...
Because then it's like the worst thing, because the worst thing for business is competition, right? Because then you have to actually give people a better... You have to improve on what you're giving the people. And if you never have to improve on the people, you can exploit the people. And if you can exploit the people, you can make money.
A lot of other competitors, they do effectively control the entire market, and they can effectively use that to force their will onto everybody else. And that's exactly what's happened. So yes, Collective Shout is an annoying bunch of obnoxious, stupid Karens that nobody likes, probably not even themselves. That's why they're spending all day doing this. But...
They get a hobby, bro.
If you get rid of them, this is going to happen again. The real problem is the payment processors and the lack of regulation and accountability for what they're doing. So I don't really like this, oh, we can have their cake, you can have your cake and eat it too. Where, oh, well, these people, they don't get regulated at all, but they can regulate everybody else and decide whatever, whatever they accept and whatever they don't accept. This is not something as simple as, oh, well, baking a cake or whatever. This is a categorical rule that companies that have a complete monopoly inside of a market are exercising collectively. When companies act collectively and they behave in one specific way that is not, again, in accordance with the law, they are making their own laws, and they are not behaving as in a free market. They are acting like a cartel. They're colluding, and more people need to know about it. And in my opinion, I think there needs to be laws against it. I wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about it because I think not enough people know. But now you know. Visa and MasterCard can suck a fucking dick, and anybody that supports them is already a dick sucker, so I don't need to say that.
Anyway, guys, suck my nuts,
thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Go ahead, and I had to take my dad to a fucking cancer appointment today.
Oh, geez, shout out.
And so I was busy, which, by
Papa
the way,
Gold.
oh my God. Just before I end the video,
Dad.
Wow, no wonder they haven't cured cancer yet. This is the nicest fucking building I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God, I've been in Hilton hotels that are less classy than this cancer facility. Oh my God. They're never curing that shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, that's for another video.
That was a whole another tangent, dude.
Hat on for that one, unlike this video, which is unfortunately very, very real.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
That was a great video. I thought that was a really good video. It was really good. Chat, I'm really glad that there's actually two of them, because then you can put MasterCard on this nut and my right nut, and then was it MasterCard and then Visa on the other nut, chat. So then you can tell them to both hold my nuts, chat. And those are my favorite. It's my favorite thing to tell people, brother. Hold my nuts. Anyways, chat. Man, I don't know what we can do about it, but we hopefully people can start like talking about it, and then maybe something will happen with, I mean, will the government do something? Who knows, right? Because they haven't done anything before, so will they do something now? One could only hope, chat. I just want everyone in chat, everybody deserves to goon. That's the message at the end of the day. Don't let people stop you from wanting to goon to what you want. Anyways, chat, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.